Okay, today I want to show you how to customize this industrial grunge poster. And so I've got my images up and I have my template up. My images are right behind here. And so I'm going to go ahead and select my first large image area. This is where I want my large image to go. Clip large photo here. And I'm going to go ahead and drag my image in. And you want to drag it in from here and not from the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out. So I'm going to pull down the corner and press enter. And now I'm going to come up here to layer, group with previous. And now my image is in place, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that image. And my next image, this image, I'm going to add at the top. So I'm going to select my area where I want it, clip top photo here, drag it in, stretch it out. Make sure I see this. Press enter. Come up here to layer and group with previous. And my next image. Before you start, make sure you have auto select layer, show bounding box, and show highlight on rollover selected. It'll just make it a little bit easier for you. Go ahead and get rid of that one. And now I have this one, and this one's going to go in the middle. So I'm going to select my middle area here. Okay, I'm going to drag my photo in and stretch it out. And stretch it out over here. Grab that little corner. Press enter. And that one can just, it's the bottom layer, so I really don't need to clip that one. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one and then drag this one in. Select my layer where I want it to go. Clip bottom photo here. Drag it in. Stretch it out. Press enter. And come up to layer. Group with previous. And this one has quite a bit showing here, so I'm going to go ahead and lift it up. You can see the line a little bit, so you have to be careful about that. And just to be on the safe side, you might want to go ahead and grab your eraser tool on each of these and just make sure with a soft brush, like I'm grabbing the 27 here, and then I'm hitting my right bracket to make it larger. And I'm just going to press my shift key and run across so I can make sure I have a nice smooth line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top photo. So I grab that photo, make sure it's selected, grab my eraser tool, and just make sure that there's not a hard edge there. And that's basically what we want to be sure, that there's not a hard edge. Pull this back down so I can make sure I can see his face. And then you can start customizing the rest of it. I'm going to go ahead and change this color to a color of purple. And select this. Change that to purple. And then you can go ahead and change the name. And you can expand this. And you're just going to grab these letters. Come over to your text. 575. Looks good. Grab my move tool and scoot it over. And come down to my where it says stripe left, and I'm going to drag this out and press enter. You can change these words the same way. Change the number. And I'm just going to move that over. And that's basically all there is to customizing this template. I'm going to go ahead and show you one more thing that you can do with the template. I'm going to go ahead and pull up another template. Okay, so I have this image up, and I just want to show you how you can make one photo down here. So basically I'm going to come over here to my layers, and I'm going to turn off the right and the left, and I'm just going to have my bottom area. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drag in my image and arrow it down with my arrow keys. I'm going to bring it all the way to the very bottom. drag it out. And there it is in the bottom. Now if you wanted to, you could actually make sure you hide that area by bringing in your eraser and just kind of, oops, right layer here, and then just kind of erase that area that you don't want the hard edge on, and then go ahead and turn this back on, and you can create fill layer, solid color, group with previous, and we're going to go ahead and make it the same color as the sky and click OK. So now we've got that background layer the same color as the sky, and so you can't see that hard edge, and that makes it kind of fun to have that extra photo in there with your players. And if you wanted to, you could of course move these around so it doesn't cover the face. Just make it how it works best for your image. I hope you enjoy the template.